Hello everyone, this is Lydia, and today's video is all about making your own handmade art tiles and little chipboard embellishments for your mini albums, your journals, or handmade cards, whatever you wish to use them on. So I showed this yesterday, my ATC card, and I had added one of my little art tiles, and some of you were interested in how I created those. So for those of you who do not know what an art tile is, they're basically like little squares with images on them. This one I purchased from Michael's. They were on clearance. I wish I kept the sale price ticket on it, but I removed it. I think I paid maybe $2 for it on clearance, and these go with the Pixie Glen collection that I just received in a rack from Wanda. Thank you, Wanda. And I'm working on my first ever TP Mini. Never made one, never wanted to because space looks kind of small, but every time someone uploads a video of a TP Mini, I want to make one. So I'm just going to get it out of my system and make a TP Mini. So what I'm going to do on the next video, hopefully I'll have my TP Mini completed. And then what I'll do is I'll use the art tiles that I created in the Mini to give you some ideas on how you can use these little embellishments. So I was inspired by Linda. Is it Linda? Yeah, Linda. Her YouTube channel is Live Art Now. So I'm going to place a link to her video, how she made her tiles, in the description. But hers are totally different from mine. Mine is like the lazy way. Not really the lazy way, was that, okay, on hers, she used little Scrabble pieces, which I don't have too many of these. So they're about the size of these little art tiles that I just purchased. See, they're about the same size. So she began with, they're amazing. You have to go look at them. That's why I'm placing the link, because they're just amazing. She started off with gesso. I don't have gesso. Then she added some paper tape. Don't have paper tape. Then she stamped it with a background stamp that I have. And then she added some paint, white paint, rubbed it off. Then she had all these cute little tiny stamps that I don't have, and she had like a really cute bee and lots of little words like joy, fun, and you know, stuff like that, and I don't have any of that. So I was bummed. I wanted to make them, but what I did was I just used what I have and just kind of came up with my own little art tiles. So what you're going to need is, if you're working with a die, a square die, then you can use the heavyweight chipboard. If you don't have a die, then, like I didn't have a die, you're going to use a square punch, and you're going to need some lightweight chipboard. You can use recycled cereal boxes and such like that, things like that. So what you're going to do is you're going to punch out 3 pieces of your lightweight chipboard and or cereal box, whatever you use, because you want that dimension, that thickness on the tile. If you just punch one layer, it's going to be super flat. So you're going to cut 3 pieces of the lightweight chipboard, and then you're going to cut your paper. Okay, so you're going to need punch, lightweight chipboard. I like to ink my edges in black soot, but if you don't have black soot, then you can use acrylic paint. As a matter of fact, I think she used a paint dauber on hers. So if you have a paint dauber, that'll work. In black, and again, if you don't have that, you can even use a Sharpie, because I used a Sharpie on one of the tiles, and it turned out fine. This one right here, I used a Sharpie on this tile, and it looks fine. You could do that. You're going to need some glossy accents to make them nice and shiny. I tried, what did I do with it? Oh, I had another different glue that I used that I wanted to show you. And I didn't care for the results. I hope it's in here. I can't find it now. Okay, I used this. Now, I don't know if it's because this is like 3 years old, the Aliens paper glaze. But I used it, and I did not like the way it turned out. It was really, let's see if I can find the piece. Here it is. It's not as shiny. It came out more like a matte finish. I wasn't crazy about it. So, glossy accents for sure. And then you need some kind of glue to glue your chipboard pieces one on top of another, you know, and the paper, and then you add your glossy accents on top. So I'm going to show you some that I created using stamps, the little stamps that I found that I had. I don't have too many stamps, so I was using what I had. And then I'm going to show you my what I call cheat tiles, which are the tiles that already have images on them. So it comes together very quickly. So on this one, I used a little lady stamp that I have. That's what I used on her. Here's one that I created. I'm using a little angel stamp that I had. And on her, she added background paper, and then you can ink the edges with your distress inks to get the colors. But this particular paper already had 2 shades of colors on it, so I didn't have to add anything to it but the image. That's how I made that one, with a stamp. And then on this one, I didn't use black around the edges. I used a vintage photo and a little dress form stamp that I had on that one. And again, the paper that I used in the back, you know, had color on it already, so I really didn't have to add any inks or chalking. Here's another one I made with the crown and a little flourish thingy. So these are the stamp ones I'm sharing right now. This one. And then for the background papers, I tried to choose papers that had like different colors on the paper. So that's another stamped one. Oh, this one I love, the clock or watch. I created that one. That was another stamped one. Butterfly with some pretty printed paper background. And here's a bird, and I stamped the word charming up above. So I used 2 stamps on that one, and I distressed the edges a little bit in vintage photo on that one. Let's see what else. Here's one word stamp that I found. I don't have too many, believe, and I did some flower stamping on that one. And then this one says beautiful. Again, I used print paper on that one. And also what I did was I had a huge box. I don't know if you ladies have any of these laying around, but I had this box of really ugly chipboard pieces. They're just hideous, and instead of throwing them away, I altered them. And then I had these frame ones also. You could probably make this with if you had 2 sides of square stamps, you know, to make the cutout. Excuse me. Yes, I had all these ugly chipboard pieces, and I used a lot of these, so I wouldn't throw those out. And then for my cheat tiles, what you're gonna need is pretty much the same supplies, but you're going to need your 6x6 papers. It's not gonna work with 12x12 because the images are too large. Go through the your 6x6 paper stacks, and then you're gonna find a page in that's gonna pop out at you, and it's gonna say, ooh, art tiles, like this one. This is the C'est La Vie by Melissa Francis. That would be perfect for art tiles. I mean, almost every single one of my 6x6s has images that tell me, ooh, you know, art tile. Right there. This is another good one. This is 7 Gypsies. Love the music notes. Images on there. And Kaisercraft also has some cute little images on their 6x6 pages. I mean, basically almost every 6x6 paper pad that I pulled out had a page where it has small images to make my cheat tiles. Excuse me. So like I said, I'm working on the Pixie Glen TP mini, and I'm making some art tiles for that. So I punched out the images and just glued them right on top, and then added the black soot around it. Now on this one, I did use my chalks. This was like a completely tan or off-white background, and I just added a little bit of the shabby shutters and a little bit of, I think I used chalk on the end of this one. So I got a 2-tone tile on that one. Don't limit yourself to squares. You can do little other, you know, different shapes for your chipboard embellishments. Here's an umbrella from the Pixie Glen collection. And then I used these little oval chipboard pieces that I had, and I added the cute little fairies. And on this one, I used my chalks to color the background blue. Isn't he cute? And then, like, here's one of the Prima pieces with the clock. And then here's a tile that I created with the same image. And I chose this one also. So these are the cheap ones. They're super simple because the images are on there already. All you have to do is add the paper to your chipboard pieces to make it dimensional and do the edges, you know, in your black soot. And then here's one who's yesterday's look backward with a smile. So it's a little rectangular one with the bird. That's super cute. And then the frames that I was showing you, I covered and made my own little embellishment frames. Here's another cheap one. It already had the image on it, and I just used some vintage photo around the corners. There's another cute little image that I just covered with the chipboard. Didn't have to do anything to that one, but add the glossy accents. That's a cute one with the fairy. This one says Paris. That's really cute. I also made some buttons. And also some tags. If you have a little tag die, you can make your own little tags. Those turned out really cute. So that's it, ladies. I hope I was clear on this. Like I said, I'll put a link below so you can check out Linda's fabulous altered tiles. If you have any questions, post a comment and I will get back to you. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a great day. Bye.